All right, this is interview number 2. I have Mr. Travis Thornton with me. Thank you for taking your time out of your day for me to interview you.
You're welcome.
All right, to start off, do you have any idea what imperialism is?
No.
You don't. Okay, do I need to explain to you what it is?
Sure.
All right, so basically, imperialism is one country going to another and basically taking everything from the people, the land, everything that they have that they can use and make a profit out of it, pretty much.
Okay.
But as of today, they do not do that anymore, but in a sense, they still do in just a very different manner called neo imperialism. And that is basically what I'm going to be asking you some questions about on one of your trips that you took to Jamaica, I believe, correct?
Okay.
All right. So, like I said before, you did take a trip to Jamaica at a resort. And can you tell me what the name of the resort is?
It was the Rio Negril.
All right. And would you say that while you were there, you had some type of feel for the culture of the island, of the people there, or any that type?
That's correct.
You did. So you had some type of feel for the people's culture or in the whole island itself.
Correct.
Okay. And then also the people that worked there at the resort, would you say that they were paid a fair amount or would you say that it was on a lower scale?
I say based on the compensation that U.S. citizens get, I would say it would be on the lower scale. But
Mm.
over in Jamaica, having a job at a resort is considered one of the higher end jobs for that type of country.
Okay. And then would you say that they mostly just relied on the wages that they get there at the resort, or would you say they also get it from tips from the people that go to the resort?
I say a little of both. I say they mainly rely on the wages from the resort. A lot of tourists, most tourists don't tip there.
Mm.
There's no sign that's saying that you have to tip, but you will notice that most of the tourists there, they would tip.
Okay.
I would say most of the U.S. citizens that I've seen would tip.
Okay. And then also, do you feel like while you were there at the resort in Jamaica, do you feel like were you ever encouraged to leave the resort and go out and go see the locals and go see like the landscapes of Jamaica, or did they more of not even mention it and just have you stay nor the attractions and stuff at the resort?
You wasn't encouraged in a sense of going out to see it, but you were offered what you call excursions, and which were trips that were actually would benefit the company, wouldn't benefit the locals in no form whatsoever. Because a lot of those tourist companies are owned by Europeans, like
Mm,
outside the country of Jamaica. They own those attractions, which you pay to actually go see the locals.
right. Okay. And would you say that with the resorts that are in Jamaica, do you think it more benefits the bigger companies, other resort from, like you said earlier, from European countries or from American countries, or would you say it would benefit more of the people of Jamaica or the country Jamaica itself?
The other countries.
The other country benefits more? Okay. And so my last question would be, would you say it's more of neo-imperialized by me saying that is other countries benefiting more from this country and they're basically getting the shorter end of the stick?
Absolutely, because the government of the country of Jamaica and any of those tourist islands are only getting a small percentage.
All right. Well, thank you for your time, and I appreciate it.
You're welcome.